generals win the war, but the politicos, the politicians, make the peace.
We have an environment here that when a player leaves here, we can shake hands and say, we won't forget you. You be proud that you wore the patch, you wore the silver and black, and that you played for the greatest organization in professional sports.
Hello, Raider Nation. All right, welcome to the show. So the draft is over, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Particularly want to focus on two players, Tre'Davion Stukes and Kyron Crawford. His name is hard to pronounce, but those two players I want to focus on. But before we do that, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. This channel cannot grow without your help, Raider Nation. Or if you love football in general, this is the place to be. This is a Raider channel that was started by me, and it's based out all the way out in Vancouver. So I am based out in Vancouver. So I do need all of your support. All right, so let's talk about the draft overall. Overall, the consensus seems to be that the Raiders knocked it out of the park, and of course, we're good. So I'm gonna go with that the Raiders knocked it out of the park, and the reason I said I'm gonna go with that is, a lot of the players that they drafted were not players that I slotted to them. And as a matter of fact, they were not players that most of Raider Nation was slotting to the Raiders, because we were having a conversation. People were asking for David Boston, right? We didn't get David Boston, right? People were asking for Lee Hunter. We didn't get Lee Hunter. Many players were gone before we got that second round. Before we got that second round pick. But nonetheless, throughout the draft, pretty much everyone I thought the Raiders were going to go for, they didn't go for. Okay. However, by the end of the draft, it started to become pretty clear that the Raiders have something here, because everyone was starting to get excited about what was happening here. From Spytek trading down so many times to end up with, I believe we ended up with 4 more extra picks from trading down. To just players that were a little bit shocking, but then the more you started looking at their traits, you started going, okay, might be interesting. And then Jermon McCoy came along, and then that became really interesting. So what I'm going to do this episode is I am going to break down two players, Tre'Davion Stukes and Kyron Crawford. So that's what we're going to do. The concept there is, I kind of just want to understand what they're going to bring to the team. That's the idea. What would they bring to Raider Nation in 2026, or maybe beyond? Because as I've said before, this draft had a lot of, okay, can you start right away? From Jermon McCoy to Kyron Crawford, who has only been playing football since his senior year in high school. So, but the more I started looking at Stukes' video tapes, here's what I started seeing. This is going to be, this play here is going to be a pretty immaculate play. This is one of those. And you'll see why. So this is against Arizona Sun Devil. Okay. It's a head. So the number one thing to know about Stukes is, if you've looked up any reports on Stukes, is that he doesn't get a lot of penalties. Stukes, he doesn't get a lot of penalties. I believe it was the lowest in penalties in college this past year. And when you look at this play again, you kind of understand why, because this is a high difficulty play. This is an extremely high difficulty play. And the way that his body has to move to adjust to this, to not cause a pass interference, this is elite game playing right here. Yeah, he didn't touch the receiver at all. It's a head. He didn't touch the receiver at all. Okay. And the more you look, that kind of starts to become the game plan that you're seeing. He's a very technical player. He knows how to position his body just right to make a play. Think of somebody like Gonzalez, who was drafted 2 years ago by New England Patriots. He was said to have had an injury, and yes, a lot of the players that we drafted, at least the first two players, the round 2 and round 3 players that were drafted, and round 2 and round 4 players that were drafted are coming out of both are coming from major injuries. So we do need to highlight that. However, the thing with this fella, Stooks, is that, yeah, this is somebody who can start day one. He's already 25 years old. He's quite a seasoned player, as you can see, right? 2022, that's COVID years, right? This is when players were not able to find places to play. Okay, so 3 games played, 8 tackles, because in COVID years, there weren't a lot of games being played. But you can see from then, he's kind of just been bouncing around, and he's been steadily improving ever since. As a matter of fact, there was a particular GM, based on rumors that we've heard, there was a particular GM that said that he believes Stooks is actually the best cornerback safety in this draft. And that's the other thing. Stooks is a three level player. He play outside corner, inside corner, nickel, and he can play safety. So the question is where we're going to put him. I think safety. I think legitimately safety, not box safety, but actual safety, so that Jeremy Chin can go back to his normal position of box safety. And then Palomar can go to his position of strong safety. But there's they did draft a second safety from Arizona that we're going to get to in another video. So here we got strengths. Team captain, yes. Team captain because he's played football for a long time. And he's 25 years old. So he's just generally more mature than everybody else, meaning that he's going to come into a locker room with Nakobe Dean, who's also 25, Quay Walker, who I believe is like 27 or 26. Max Crosby is only 29. So he's going to come to a pretty young, in their prime football team on the defense. Most of Raiders defensive players right now are in their prime. Crosby's in his prime. Quay Walker in his prime. Nakobe Dean is about to start hitting his prime unless he gets injured again. So there's a lot of young, good players in their prime, and Stooks is going to come straight into something like that. Okay. Works in the film room shows up in pre-snap recognition. So Stooks is known to be very intelligent on the football field. Okay. Clearly processes stacked and release routine combinations. So the thing with this fella is, when you look at his other tapes, let's just look at any one random tape. He does seem to be able to read. Look at this one here. He does seem to be able to kind of read what's happening on the field easily. Like he doesn't get out of position a lot.
That's what they say, fine work. Find a receiver, the nearest guy.
He doesn't get out of position a lot, and he reacts really quickly. Okay, never mind. So I did these videos in
lacking. Another quarterback keeper on first down.
See that? He just kind of seems to know how to react to the ball. Number two. Okay. Doesn't get out of position. Is a good tackler. He was playing nickel that time, right?
Sawyer Robertson looking for the lead.
Yeah. Just generally good positioning. He knows how to position his body really well, and it's the reason why he doesn't get a lot of penalties, right?
Never heard a whistle.
Okay, so this play right here. All right, so this is right here is football intelligence, and you can see aggression, right? In that he's making the tackle, but you can see him here ripping the ball out. Yeah, that's a rip out. Okay, so just football intelligence, knows what to do at any stage of the game.
Never heard of
And when you continue with the strengths, we kind of see the same concept. It excels with his ball tracking and catch timing. Again, like Gonzalez. If you go and look at Gonzalez's clip from 2 years ago, who plays for the Patriots, that's the stuff that he excelled at. Even though Stooks is actually faster than Gonzalez, accelerates quickly from any change of direction. Okay, and excellent technique and toughness tackling near the line. Okay. So this is mostly when he's playing nickel. So that's the question. How exactly are we planning on using him? Are we using him as a nickel or as a safety? Yeah, I did not think that would be as better system as it turns out to be. This is my bad. All right. Now we got some weaknesses, and yeah, he's got some. So he plays tall and with the restricted back pedal from depth. Okay. So his backpedaling is not elite. Okay. Yeah. He backpedals a little bit too high, but he's a ball hawk. So and he's 6 foot, and he's only 6 foot. So he is probably compensating for just an inch or two of height by backpedaling, sitting up a bit higher. Okay, cool. I can work with that. Okay. Feet have to do some of the work for his hips in coverage. Okay. So he's doing a lot of quick stepping to compensate for the fact that his hips can't move as quickly. So rather than a swift motion, he's doing a step motion. Okay, I think that's what they're saying. Yeah, okay, cool. I can still live with that. I can still live with that. He's got 4.3 speed, right? So he knows his weaknesses. He's got 4.3 speed. That's his strength. But he's only 6 foot instead of 6'2" or even 1. Okay. Average lateral agility in coverage as a tackler. Okay. This is nitpicky. Average lateral agility in coverage and as a tackler. His side to side is not okay. So again, he's a 4.3 guy who compensates for lack of height by standing up taller and using his feet to pivot really quickly when he has to go get the ball. So meaning that which explains why he's such a smart player, because his game plan is going to be to keep the ball in front of him at all times, right? So he's going to play tall and keep the ball in front of him at all times because he knows he's got enough speed that if he needs to quickly turn around, boom, he's gone and he can do a catch up. Okay, but that ACL injury he had might start to come into play, right? Good thing he didn't actually play last season. At least he didn't play much last season, so he should be pretty well healed up. And that's the concept that we're seeing here, right? So entry points into tackles can run a little high. Again, okay, high. You're seeing the high. Entry point can run high. He backpedals high. Okay, so because he backpedals high, because he generally stands a little higher, because he's 6'1", when it's time for him to tackle, when he comes in, generally speaking, he's gonna be at a higher point of tackle on a lot of plays. Not most plays though, just on a lot of plays, namely the plays that come at him quickly. Okay, but he's also not afraid to tackle. So good. Okay. Weaknesses just pretty much tell me that he knows what his strengths and his weaknesses are and is using his strengths to compensate for his weaknesses, which is his speed. So he's going to keep everything in front of him because when he needs to, he's able to turn around quickly and go get the deep balls. And you do see in this play, actually, let's show this play first.
To the corner, batted away by Trayden.
Nope, my bad. It's this play.
For Sims on the post, going deep.
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, you can see it. Let's see. I didn't see the back pedal. I wish I had him backpedaling. Let's see if we can YouTube him backpedaling. Let's see if we can see his combine. Stadion Stooks combine. Did he not combine? Only the sprint. Okay.
He can really run on tape. We'll see how he runs here in the 40. He looks like he's rolling.
Oh, man.
He can really run on tape. We'll see how he runs here in the 40.
Oh, yeah. Did you
He
see
looks
that?
like he's rolling.
Oh, man.
He can really run on tape. We'll
He did pull
Trade
something.
and Stooks, the Arizona. If NFL
Terrain covered by
The Mine
Okay.
Next winner, Braden Stooks, the nickel from
terrain covered by him tonight more than ever.
The Mine Next winner,
if NFL
Terrain covered by him tonight more than ever.
This is the same player. They're not seeing. I'm not seeing him backpedaling.
if NFL teams are interested in a
Combine drills. That's not him.
Johnson is hitting right back.
I'm looking for
gets away.
backpedal.
Still looking down. His pass to the sideline is intercepted. Traded.
Terrific job. Great hip turn. In 2 routes. He stays under it. He cut underneath it.
Okay, let's see. This one gives us a full.
Traded undercut it. Just
So this is him. I want to see his full movement.
a
here.
nice job by the corner. Playing 2 routes. He stays under it. He cut underneath it. That's a terrific.
Okay, just a standard whip your head around.
Pick up the blitz. So
They say he tackles high. Let's see if he tackles high.
pressure off the edge. Out to Joseph Williams.
He was high there, but he also didn't get out of position. Remember, he wants to keep everyone in front of him.
Pieces to be successful regularly.
Pick up the blitz. Salters in.
Good blitz there.
There's really nowhere for Caden Salter to go, and it'll.
A little success here,
There you go.
and less time on social media
Got
will
him right
probably
there. Okay.
success here.
Let's see.
Time they keep the edge protected. There's really nowhere for Caden Salter to go, and it'll.
A little success here.
Yeah, we're high here. See, he's already low. He's high. Okay, now we're low. Now we're low.
And less time
Yeah,
on
we stay
social
low.
media will.
Good tackle.
With their hand in the dirt. Daniels.
Oh.
It away. With their hand in the dirt.
So this one here,
A little success here, and less time on social media probably.
With their hand in the dirt. Daniels. It away.
that's good defense.
He comes from Arizona. They say fine work. Find a receiver.
Ooh, that is a great.
That is not traded Stooks.
Round draft pick.
This play right here.
Oh, that is up. Uncorks to the corner. Batted away. And you see
Actually,
all
this
the
next
Arizona.
to-
Daniels looks that way. Steps up.
This is the field tracking,
Uncorks.
ball tracking ability here, right? Again, Gonzalez, that big play that Gonzalez made. This is the type of play that was, right? This is just a straight up timing and just perfect reaction.
Uncorks to the
Okay. I mean, if he can't be beat deep, that's good.
corner. Batted away by Traded Stooks.
round draft pick in Royer.
Oh, that is not.
Now, okay, so this is a play like this is hard to judge because this does seem like a pretty badly designed play.
Round draft pick.
See? Yeah, boy, he read this really well. He read this so well. And here's why.
Round draft pick.
See, this guy's oh man, he read this too well, actually. So right here, there's no indication that this is going to be a pass, but you can kind of already kind of figure that it is. I don't know what this guy's doing. Maybe he was supposed to come out and block, because when he came out, he's doing a blocking motion. He's trying to pick out this guy. Okay, that's going to be rare in the NFL. If he makes a play like that in the NFL, he'll probably make no more than 3 of it in an entire career. That's really
Down.
Right here, eyes inside, and just his quick trigger.
But it is. That was
Quick one. Yeah. Johnson is swung down in a single season. Will now rest. See what Cameron can do. He's stacked up. And the Robertson has to check it down. Arizona. Check it down. Has to check it down.
He honestly wasn't too high. He wasn't too high. That's the shoulder about the shoulder pad. That's the shoulder about the shoulder pad.
Sawyer Robertson looking for the lead.
Okay. Okay, on Tradian Sooks for me there. I think this is a day one starter. There's no doubt about it. This is going to be a day one starter. Of course, he was picked as a safety in the second round, which already makes him a potential day one starter. But based on his film and his ability to move, yeah, this is a day one starter for free safety. I'm going to say for free safety. I believe Polamalu is going to shift over to strong safety. And I believe, I'm forgetting his name right now, but I said it earlier. He's going to shift down more to box safety, Jeremy Chin. And Stooks should be free safety. I think I like the instinct. And I like his ability to disrupt pass deep. Not getting penalties, like disrupting passes and getting really good interceptions. So I believe that's the best fit there. But we'll see. We'll see what they're thinking. But I like what I see on Tradian Sooks. Good pickup. All right, now I'm going to move on to Kieran Crawford. Okay, Kieran Crawford. So Kieran Crawford is also a good pickup. However, this was a project. This was going to be a bit of a project. And I hope people, it's easy to notice. So, and I actually think this is the reason why he was drafted, because it is easy to notice his flaws. So this is the breakdown of Kieran Crawford, drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders, his weaknesses and strengths.
Roberts flips to the left side. Prabula under pressure again, and he's taken down.
Yeah, you saw it. Okay, so that is one of his strengths, his use of hands. So Kieran Crawford, before he started playing football in high school, senior year in high school, he was a basketball player. So good use of hands. However, he has one weakness that we will talk about that could hurt him, but strength, good use of hands.
Roberts flips to the left side. Prabula under pressure again.
Really good use of hands. And you'll see that over and over and over again.
Which is in good field goal range, or okay, you'd want to pick up a little bit more. I'm surprised
to the same side.
Instead of 3rd and 8, 3rd and 3. Davenport, and it's intercepted. Flags are down.
Question with him is he playing linebacker or edge? Apparently he's playing linebacker. Okay. If he's playing linebacker, I could see it. Because that one weakness he has may not show up if he's playing as much, if he's playing linebacker. Or it may give him time to turn the weakness into a strength. We'll get there.
Wash McCrumpy Yeah, they're saying, look, that's a pick route. Yes, you got to try.
Looking like it.
Yeah, they're leaning forward, aren't they? Here comes heavy pressure. Simpson spins free and hit as he throws.
7 guys.
Fine. I'll just say it now. I'll just say it now. Here's the weakness.
Yeah, they're leaning forward, aren't they?
He's stuck. See that? He's stuck. Yeah, he got the sack, but he's stuck. The reason why he's stuck, Kieran Crawford's weakness right now is he doesn't use power moves. Yeah, he doesn't just push the guy in front of him. So when he approaches ready to fight with his hands, which is good for getting around. However, most NFL tackles or guards they're going to be able to hand fight you, right? And I know the crazy thing with this is people think of guys like Max Crosby and Micah Parsons as the elite of edge rushers, and they are elite. But the more consistently elite edge rushers are people who actually use a lot of power moves. The thing with football is there's nothing that's ever going to beat just pushing the guy in front of you straight into the guy behind him. Nothing will ever beat that. You can't beat that. And if you are a hands user, the weakness you're gonna have to worry about is hands movement. All that hand movement it's just gonna wear you out, right? And once you lose that first, second hand wave, then you're kind of just stuck. And that's what happened here, right? On the first play, you saw he had no issues using his hand to get around.
To the left side.
But even on this play, you could have just pushed this guy here. You could have just straight pushed him backwards. You didn't even have to do all this. Just straight knock him backwards. Okay, but he did knock him backwards. He got around him.
Under pressure.
Did he really make the sack? Well, somebody else got there first, right? Somebody else got there first. And so we got the
Roberts flips to the left side. Prabula.
And I'm not criticizing. I'm not. The guy who got there first used a power move. He just pushed the guy out of the way. Boom, he's already in the backfield. So it's not a criticism. He did get there, but that extra motion to go around and have to use your hand, that is extra. Again, the quickest way to a point is a straight line. Okay.
And then he's taken down.
So that's good.
Which is in good field goal range.
I'm surprised it didn't.
To the same side.
Instead of third.
That plays a different play.
Yes, you got to try.
Looking like it.
When you get to this play, you'll see.
Here comes heavy pressure.
He's stuck. He got stuck. If not for all of this happening, he got stuck.
Simpson
and that's a tight end.
And hit as he throws.
Okay, let's keep going. And here, I just think just knock the guy backwards. Again, power. Not a lot of power moves. But given his size, I believe he's 250 pounds. Given his size and his athleticism, I do believe the power is there, and this is why he's a project. The project is we need to develop a lot of power moves for him to go along with his hand movement already. If you go straight into the guy in front of you and then use that momentum or the fact that you push him back a little bit to then use a hand movement, again, look up somebody like Dwight Freeney if you want to look at a really good person who knows how to use speed and hand, and you realize he also used a lot of power.
Simpson spins free and hit as he throws.
7 guys. Alabama's got Cam Miller there. They got Caleb at the first down, and they won't get it. They want the first down, and
that one is good.
But they want the first field goal range. But they want the.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is a good one. Let's look at it. Take an honest look at it. I think there's some improvements here because, yeah, you see this here.
They are in the field goal range.
Okay. Actually, that was just block shedding. That was just block shedding. That's good. The offensive tackle just kind of messed up because he should have just pinched him right in there, giving this guy a free lane. Okay, that was block shedding. But this play could have broken out because he was playing containment. This play could have broken out.
Field goal range.
If number 51 pushed him just one more inch, this play could have broken out.
But they want the first down, and they won't get it on that play.
But again, that is how somebody who's a hands user as a DN is going to succeed in the NFL. Having the instinct to hit those gaps at the precise moment to be good against the run. Because the thing is, what makes really good defensive ends are guys like Myles Garrett, guys like what's his name from the Texans, who just got a contract extension. Anderson Jr., I think. I forgot his first name. Power means you're also good in the run. The fear with someone like Crawford is his ceiling might be somebody like Yannick Ngakoue. That might be the ceiling, which is great, would be great for the first 4 to 5 years, but as you start to lose some of that speed, you kind of start to decline really quickly because Yannick Ngakoue is not good against the run. So, however, I think this kid has got enough power to make him develop into a full defensive end and not just a speed finesse user. I think he can be good against the run, but I do believe he needs to learn. He needs to start using his power.
Look down. This is a great play by Keyrock Crawford. He's working with Freeland, slips him in.
It's a good play. It's a good shed, but that offensive tackle, that was just a bad block.
Side somehow is strong enough. Kelly facing pressure.
Okay, this is good. This is better. Maybe against the NFL, against NFL talent, this may not always work though. Yeah, okay. It's good. He just kind of shoved them. Still not a lot of power. Offensive line just didn't quite know how to use this.
Kelly facing pressure. That pocket collapses.
Again, this is not criticism. This is just a critical look at his, NFL offensive tackles are not going to get backed up that easily. They're not going to. Right?
Drop back game is not where you want to live if you're Ball State.
Atkinson, both from Rollsville High School.
Nice.
Millersville High School.
Oh, look at that side step.
You want to live if you're Ball
side
State.
step.
Atkinson, both from Rollsville High School.
See that? Boom. Quick side step. Okay.
Melbourne has all 3 of their timeouts. And that goes to Young.
Okay. Who was blocking? Who was blocking him though?
Has all 3 of their timeouts.
No.
And
okay. I didn't see enough power there. Yeah, I didn't see enough power there.
And of their timeouts. And that goes to Young, and Young separated from the formation. Pressure coming, and from the formation. Pressure. And you saw Trigg over there, the tight end, separated from the formation.
Okay. Those side-to-side movements are good. I don't know if they're going to work that well in the NFL. I don't know if it's going to work that well in the NFL. You know? This is such a quick movement. Right into that gap right there.
Saw Trigg over there, the tight end, separated from...
He just crushed that gap. He just crushed that gap. Plus, there was a stunt, right? We got some movement. And the O-line got confused. This got confused. Yeah.
Separated.
NFL O-line will be better than that.
From the formation. Pressure coming. And Robertson.
Go inside, go outside.
Thanksgiving weekend. McGowan picks up 1.5 yards. Here's Hardy trying to find the outside.
Okay.
Finds nothing. I got to go back to you said nothing. I got to go back.
So for this, yeah, so
picks up 1.5 yards.
The power here is to not get moved. He didn't get moved. Well, again, this offensive tackles are yikes. So good power there.
Here's Hardy trying to find the outside. Finds nothing. I got to
so
go back.
It's there. It's really there.
Short. Dia Patel in motion. Kelly. Dia Patel in motion. Kelly. That is jersey.
I kind of wish on the show for that.
In Auburn territory, Martin hit as he...
I know the easiest thing to say is that he's going to be a linebacker ride and at the end, but I don't know. I'm not so sure. there's no indication he's good in coverage. I mean, at least I'm not seeing any indication he's good in coverage.
Georgia trying to make it 9 straight wins against Auburn, which would match its longest winning streak in the long.
Right? Just because you're fast doesn't mean you're good in coverage. Coverage is about timing, knowing when to stop, and knowing and the instinct to know when the receiver or the ball carrier is going to make a move.
History of this rivalry.
Conceding yardage like that.
Down to the Auburn 13. Toss ahead to Eager.
Okay. So again, he gave a good shove, but it's just no.
Down to the Auburn.
See that he gave a good shove, but there's no willingness to penetrate.
Streak in the long history of this rivalry.
Just pushing back a little bit.
Conceding yardage like that.
Down to the
See, shove. Boom. And he's looking. Okay. Push him back, though. You know what I mean? Push him back. Keep that hand there. Right? Control him. And then have one hand free to be able to make a move.
Auburn 13.
Okay, so you made the move. He made the move. Good.
Toss ahead to Eager. Towels flying.
That could have been a tackle for loss.
So adorable.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 9. Marcel Reed. As the pocket collapses and he is
double team. Okay. Okay, so this is good.
So adorable.
All right, here we go.
So he's
3rd
gonna
down
get double teamed here. That's a tight end, right? That's a tight end.
and 9.
Marcel away. Boom. Get away. And then
Reed.
set up.
As the pocket collapses down in 9. Marcel.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to take this one. Because, yeah, he's already looking for the quarterback. He's already looking for the quarterback. That's why he found the quarterback. So he made contact and he started looking for the quarterback. Like, yeah, okay.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 9. Marcel Reed.
Contact. He didn't even make contact. He's just looking for the quarterback because he's thinking the quarterback's going to scramble. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, if this offensive lineman adjusts,
9. Marcel Reed.
Yeah, if this QB just like stays in his pocket a little bit more, he might have this guy wide open. Yeah. Gosh. Okay. Texas A&M. Yeah, that counts. That counts. Marcel Reese is a.
As the pocket collapses and he is
coming in and gets home.
He's going to hand it off, and Crawford plays it well, keeps his shoulders square.
I think the reason why some people think he's going to be linebacker is because he's very careful on the line. He takes his time. When he makes contact, he's already looking for what's happening. Yeah, that could be good in coverage. Because in coverage, standing up is going to get a head start on movement. So that could be good in coverage.
Kyle Kelly beat you.
Here it comes. Wide open.
Growing more and more frustrated on this drive. The inability to get a stop.
On 3rd and 7, Martin, no sir.
That was also wide open.
And that's not going to work. Kelly in trouble trying to get out of it. That's not going to work. Kelly in
7, Martin, no sir.
Hands it up just in time to avoid getting hammered. Look at that. Both edges.
This is him here. Continue.
And that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Kelly.
I want to see some power. Yeah, I need to see some power. He has power. I'm just not seeing him being used. Dig down and drive him backwards. Right? At the very least, you know the running back is going to be coming your direction.
And that's
okay.
It's not going to work. Trying to get out of it. Ball is out.
Football, and he wanted a piece of it right there.
Everybody knows who's had math in high school knows how difficult.
Okay. So this is good. So this is a much bigger offensive tackle. And you can see that this is a slugfest. He's fighting this one. This is good. This is a good fight.
Football, and he wanted a piece of it right there.
Because this guy's trying to control him with power. Right?
Everybody knows.
Yeah, so this guy's not gonna be easy to get around because he's gonna drive you. and he's getting driven right now. But you see the power there, the ability to shed that block. That's good. That's a really good take. That is a really good take.
In high school, everybody knows who's had a piece of it right there.
That's a really good take.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. The only way this O-line will have won this rep is if he anchored his forearm right underneath that armpit and then like to drive him to the left side, right? Oof. So this is a good take. Good take.
Here comes pressure. Simpson immediately harassed, has to throw it away. Here comes pressure.
Everybody knows who's had math in high school knows how difficult trig is. But that is.
Here comes pressure.
How does he get
pressure?
So
Simpson
high?
immediately.
Yeah, because it's coming from the linebacker.
Davenport hands to Bullock. Then Kieron.
Those free looks are not gonna be there in the NFL.
7 more penalties for Auburn tonight. Stockton throws incomplete through the hand.
Close to really making this a game. It's quick. Ball State is very close to.
Okay, there it is. He is a really careful player, which is, again, it's good, but it does show a lack of instinct that may hurt him in the NFL.
Ball State is very.
I think you gotta go in. I think you gotta go in on this. You gotta at least pursue upward here.
Very close.
Yeah, because he
to
didn't
really
make the
making
tackle,
this a game. It's Quay Ashley as well.
I think he should be more aggressive.
Hardy, after the 4-yard run, comes in motion. Pribula has to leave the pocket with a stiff arm. Tonight, they go back to Kendrick Law, and they just have. That's Richardson, but Pavia keeps it. He's in trouble. Can he break?
They fake it to Hill. Simpson. Daisy throw.
Coming from all the way over here.
They fake it to Hill.
Oh. Good use of hands. I know, good use of hands. I want him to be more than Yannick Ngakoue. Right, we need more than that. Just good use of hands, but he's got to use power. Let's check out. Is it Kendrick Falk? Keldrick Falk. Let's check out Keldrick Falk. I think Keldrick
goal
Falk
here,
was
Robert.
his
They
teammate
have
at Auburn.
Kloffenstein, one of the tight ends. They really like the tight end room this year. He is the man in motion, and this is going nowhere.
So Kendrick Falk is number 15.
One of the tight ends. They really like the tight end room this year. He is the man in motion.
Oh, see, he actually made a really good play there with his hands again.
And this is going nowhere.
So Kendrick Falk
It's
was
a loss
drafted
of one.
over
That's
him.
Keldrick.
And people are saying that he actually had more pressures than Kendrick Falk. Okay, so let's see why Kendrick Falk was, in fact, drafted over him.
Falk, one of the top defensive players in the.
You're talking about Keldrick Falk.
This is Falk,
He's
right?
right
Keldrick
here
Falk.
in the, not quite on the edge, but watch him stack, shed, get to the back, and finish.
Does. They'll rush 4 and a 5th late. Robertson has it batted right at the line. It is Keldrick. Robertson has it batted right at the
Again,
line.
you see right away, right?
Robertson. They'll rush 4 and a.
Keldrick Falk
get
is
to the
more of a
back and
traditional
finish.
DN. He's going in with power. See, a 21st shedding. Falk is going in with power.
5th late. Robertson has it batted right at the line.
Keep
It
that in
is
mind.
Keldrick Falk out of tiny Highland Home, Alabama. To go. Robertson in the pocket. He'll bail now. In the pocket. He'll bail. Highland Home, Alabama. To go. Robertson in the pocket. He'll bail now. And he goes down. 1,000 people in Highland.
Parsons, it's because in late game situations you need a closer, and Keldrick Falk.
Actually,
You need a
that was a
closer.
team effort
And
there.
Parsons, it's because in late game situations you need a closer, and Keldrick Falk had been disappeared for the.
To get him off the field again.
On 3rd and 4, Bullock, no way. Maybe a yard.
Okay. So again, that was good by Keldrick Falk. He made contact. He made a good shove, and then used that shove to easily get around the defender. Boom, contact.
On 3rd and 4,
get out.
Bullock,
Okay.
no way. Maybe a yard. Good push up front there by Auburn.
As they move the ball effectively.
Coach Freeze challenged the Auburn defense with Alyssa, and there's the big pressure from behind.
I'm not liking his talent there.
PJ doesn't get much.
Playing against.
It's Keldrick Falk. See? Mateer, pressure from behind. He tried to spin away, but cannot.
Nope, that was not a good take.
The Sooners 2 out of 7 on third down so far. Mateer, his pass deflected up.
Keldrick Falk in the pocket and invite that edge rush. He's going backwards, and that's really
Hardy.
Man, these guys are not getting blocked, Mike. For the love of God, block this shit.
Perdula looking to throw, trying to avoid a sack, and allow these linebackers to run and make plays, but he's been vital to the Auburn.
Minute of red jersey. Caddis in motion. They're going to run it left side. McGowan trying to be patient, and that just gave Auburn.
I think analysts might be correct. I don't see why.
Down to the 30. A yard.
How about this? 14 personnel.
MK. They are going to say running with the football.
Collision. Boom. There to make freshman.
Hill is next to him in the backfield. It's Bernard who comes in motion. Simpson.
No.
enough. Almost went between his hands.
Okay.
But that's their leader. That's their alpha, this defense. And
I'll be out soon, babe.
Percentage against them.
I want to see a good example of
Texans on the takeaway. To get at Darnold.
We're ready for the playmaker, and Will Anderson Jr. among those to make sure of it with MJ Stewart.
They have just got to find a way to get off the field.
It's been hard for this pass rush to get at Darnold. This time he's got plenty of time, runs out of it, loses the ball.
You see what I'm saying here? Like, this is more what an NFL line will look like. You're not going to be able to just quickly swipe hands away. And I don't even, again, the lack of power is
find a way to get off the field.
Will Anderson,
it's been hard for this pass.
This is NFL battle right here. It will take you time to get there. You're going to have to fight for it.
Pass rush to get at Darnold. This time he's got plenty of time, runs out of it. Away, did not protect it.
Off to the sideline for the Texans a little bit.
And the hard part, Christian McCaffrey.
Time to even look down the Speed picked it. It's an incomplete pressure on 3rd and short.
They had a hard time tucking that ball away. Did not protect it, Dan.
Uncharacteristic rate on 3rd and short. Pressure comes. Jones hit as he throws. The ball bouncing, and it's incomplete. It's conversion rate on 3rd and short. Pressure comes. Jones hit as he throws.
Now, that was a lot of power, too, because he tried to rip, but the rip didn't really, it's the fact that he leaned into the guy and just kind of pushed him backwards.
The ball bouncing, and it's in for the Texans a little bit.
And the hard.
That's first down. Pressure comes, and they get to.
Yeah. So the point I'm making is that NFL trenches are going to look more like this. You're not going to be able to just get around somebody.
How you get your two possessions and how you score is going to be determined as your drive progresses.
Yeah, this is it.
First down pressure comes, and they get to Mac Jones.
Against power.
Nix steps up under pressure, and down he goes.
On the field. And the ability to be able to
pressure. And a #1 defense in the NFL living up to it. Will Anderson off this side of your...
That's just power, right? So let's check out a couple Michael Parsons plays, because obviously he will be the example of speed.
They got to shore that up, and it will improve as the year goes on, and those will be catches.
2nd and 10. As Goff's being chased by Parsons. Look out. He's got him.
Again, I'm still seeing a lot of power, because
he's got him.
You're not just going to get a free lane to the quarterback.
As Goff's
right?
And the Parsons gets in there. Play clock at 1. Just get it off. Stepping up. Flag thrown.
That was a smart
for the hold.
Parsons gets him. He comes out. Smart, closest to you. Dak, play fake. Looking. Here's Parsons chasing.
Power, speed.
Looking. Here's Parsons chasing.
The use of hands is not primary in a lot of defensive hands. It's the ability to put and then just drive the offensive line backwards.
Statisticians deem it. Either way, it's 3rd down.
It doesn't matter what it
you're
is.
Gonna, you're gonna have to be able to power yourself around people.
Saving play by
so
Michael.
That's what I'm afraid with Kieran Crawford, that he may not have the. I feel like he has a power, but he needs to use it, and they need to teach him how to use that power.
There's the coach. Hand off to Perine. Grabbed by Parsons. Not much.
Okay, that's all I got for this videos. I'm going to do other player breakdowns. I'm going to try to do a breakdown every time I stream, but I do got to go for now. Thank you for watching. And as always, please hit the like and hit the subscribe.